Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Astrology, the astrology of I Am. This is our weekly segment, Snapshot of the Sky. We are here to give you insight, information, and inspiration from the cosmos. And this is a big week. A lot of good things are happening, but there's also some interesting, changing energy. The sun is in Pisces this week. The sun enters Pisces. Also, Saturn squares Uranus and Venus squares Mars. So there's a lot happening. Let's start with the sun in Pisces. So we're leaving Aquarius this week, and the sun goes into compassionate, caring, sensitive, creative Pisces. So it's a great time for everybody to shift their emphasis and move into a more open heart space. Move into a sense of caring about your fellow man. Move into a sense of looking out for my brother, looking out for my sister, making sure that we are making the people around us comfortable, making sure that we're open, making sure that we're being receptive to what their messages are, what their needs are. Pisces is about understanding that nothing is so big that you can't move beyond it. So this is a great time to be unstuck, to open up your heart and to let the grudges go or let the hard feelings go, to make yourself feel that your brother or your sister's needs, your best friend's needs, your family's needs, your community's needs are just as important as yours. It's a great time for forgiveness. Pisces is about surrender to what is, surrender to the spiritual energy that's around, and just let go of the things that you've been holding on to. So forgiveness. This is a great, great time to practice forgiveness. I use a book called Radical Forgiveness, and you might want to check that out and find out ways that you can empty your heart of the things that you've been holding on to. And Pisces season is a great time to do that. So yes, take this energy, this shifting, and prepare to be a new you. That's what the surrender is all about. Surrender all that old stuff because spring is right around the corner. And when we get into Aries season, which is not far, you want to be a new version of you, a freer version of you, a more compassionate version of you. So give up all that old stuff that you're holding on to and move into a heart space that is about celebrating your connection to your fellow humans and to just this energy that you are a living, breathing part of the universe. And it's all good, so let it happen. Also, this week, Saturn is squaring Uranus. Square means it's in an adverse relationship. So Saturn and Uranus, this is a really, really, really important energy that we're going to be dealing with, not just this week, but actually it's the dominant theme for this year. Like last year was Saturn and Pluto, which brought about some of the changes that caused the world to change. We all know about what happened in 2020, and that was Saturn, Pluto. This year, the main energy that we're going to be dealing with all year is Saturn and Uranus in an adverse relationship. So that means that there's going to be energy of pushing forward, which is Uranus, and also pulling back, which is Saturn. Uranus wants to do new things. Uranus wants to engage in new practices. Uranus wants to, and it's in the sign of Taurus, so it wants to change the way we approach our day-to-day activities, the things that we do to get stuff done. So that means technology is going to be changing our lives. That means that we're going to be dealing with hearing new voices because Taurus rules the throat and speaking. So there's going to be new channels. I think this YouTube channel was a part of that whole creating new energy, new voices that are coming out to inspire people, to change people's mindsets. But as much as you have that change that's in the air, Saturn is also in the air. And Saturn saying, hold up, Nope, I'm not budging. I have a way that I want things to be done, and as innovative as you want to be and as invigorated towards change as you think you are. Nope. So obviously in our country, some of those things have to do with politics, right? So you have a Democratic majority in all of our government now, but it's not much. It's a small majority. So the conservatives are able to say, look, deal with it. We're not budging. And that's just emblematic of what's happening in the whole body politic, if you will, because there are still a lot of people who are holding on to the past. There are still a lot of people who don't want to move forward, and we're not getting rid of them, and they're not getting rid of us. So there's this sense of this tension that Saturn Uranus is representing, and it's being seen in everything in our society. So what you can do is be committed to that energy that matters to you. If you're, and I'm not against conservatism, so if you have a conservative approach to things, I would just say make sure you have some compassion with it. There's nothing wrong with, being fiscally conservative, as long as you know that there are people who need, and we should do things to help people. And if you're a person who's more progressive and more liberal leaning, that's beautiful too. Just make sure you don't keep the people who are, you don't want to just sweep everybody up into your cause just because you have a cause. Let it be meaningful. Let it be something that actually gives people more options, more freedom, because that's what's at stake, not just change for change's sake. So there is room for us all to balance. There's room for us all to figure out how we can make adjustments. And we all have to accept that we've got to find ways to work together in the collective and in your personal life. So take that same energy and find out how you can both be moving forward but while honoring certain traditions. And it's something that we're going to have to work through all year. So you won't be able to just deal with this energy for a few days. It's going to be something we're going to have to learn lessons over. And this is the beginning of that time. But keeping our focus, keeping our intentions, we will get through it. Finally, the other big aspect is Venus is squaring Mars this week. So this week there may be some tension. We just came out of Valentine's Day, Valentine's weekend. So you might find that, the love runs into some rocky patches, but it's okay. This is not long. This is not something that's going to affect any of us long term, but still there's some requirements of adjustment, making sure that you're being open and available and willing to share and not just wanting to have your point of view, recognizing that your partner or partners or the people that you're close to also have a point of view. And this is a period where you just have to make adjustments. It's not a big deal, but there may be tensions that you have to work through. And you will, because now you have some awareness up front that this is what the energy is this week. So you won't let anything take you out and put you in a bad space. And that's what we're here for, to make sure that you don't end up in a bad space. So there you go. Thank you for watching this week's episode. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in getting a birth chart reading, you can contact us at astrologicastrology.com. We want you to be notified of everything that we're doing, so stay in touch. As always, we wish you love and peace. Namaste.